King Ahaziah fell through the high lattice pane. He sought out the idols, but sought them in vain. Elijah met messengers out on the road. Is there no God in Israel? His warning bestowed. The captains of 50 came down to the hill to capture the prophet against the Lord's will. Fire fell twice from the heavens above, till the third captain pleaded for mercy and love.
The time had arrived for Elijah to go to the banks of the Jordan where deep waters flow. He struck the great river, the dry ground appeared, while Elisha stayed close to the master he feared.
Give me a double portion, Elisha did pray, as a chariot of fire swept the prophet away. In a whirlwind of glory, Elijah took flight, and his mantle fell down in the morning's first light. Elisha took up the garment and blow, parting the water so the people would know. He healed the bad spring with a jar and some salt, bringing a blessing where the water had fault. A widow was crying, her sons were in debt, with nothing but oil that she hadn't sold yet. She poured and she poured till the vessels were filled, and the hunger of creditors finally was stilled. In
Shunem a woman made him a bed, and the Lord gave a son as the prophet had said.
When the boy fell down dead in the heat of the day, Elisha breathed life till the death went away. Naaman the Syrian, a captain of fame, had a skin like a leper and a heart full of shame. Washed 7 times in the Jordan he heard, and his flesh became new at the prophet's own word. But Gehazi was greedy and chased for the prize, hiding the silver and telling his lies. The leprosy jumped from the captain to him, leaving his future all ghostly and dim. An axe head was lost in the swirl of the stream. It floated like wood in a miraculous dream. The hills were all covered in horses aflame, protecting the man who called on the name.
Famine in Samaria, mothers in pain, waiting for mercy or a harvest of grain.
4 lepers found out that the Syrians fled, and the city was filled, and the hungry were fed. Jehu was driving his chariot fast to strike down the house of the sins of the past. He ended the line of King Ahab in pride, and Jezebel fell to the pavement and died. In Judah, Joash was a 6-year-old boy, hidden in the temple away from destroy. At 7 they crowned him, the trumpets did ring, as the wicked Queen Athaliah died away from the king. Elisha grew sick, and the king came to weep, before the old prophet fell into his sleep. Shoot the arrow, he said, as he lay on the bed, a sign that the victory soon would be spread. Israel was stubborn, they wouldn't repent, though prophet after prophet was graciously sent. Assyria came like a flood o'er the wall, and the 10 tribes were lost in a kingdom wide fall. Hezekiah was king in the city of gold. He tore down the idols that were ancient and bold. Sennacherib mocked him, who'll save you today? But the king went to prayer to find out the way. The king was near death, but he turned to the wall. Remember me, Lord, for I gave you my all. 15 more years and the shadow went back, a sign on the sundial to keep him on track. Then Josiah arose, just 8 years of age, to turn back the heart and to turn back the page. They found the lost book in the dust of the floor, and the king tore his robes as he heard the laws roar. He broke down the altars, he burned every grove. With a heart for the Father, in spirit he strove. But the wrath of the Lord was already decreed for the sins of the fathers and the fruit of the seed. Nebuchadnezzar came with his iron and fire to level the walls and the temple's high spire. The city was burned and the people were led to the rivers of Babel to earn their own bread.